you ever find yourselves getting a little bit obsessed with who your favorite waifu is? Well, I'm a big fan of Persona, and I may have gotten a little bit carried away. Not too long ago, me and some of my regular chatters made our own Persona 5 waifu tier lists, and you know what? I'll just show you. This is how it went. So, is it in a gaming chat you put in? Aha! P5 waifu tier list. If there were a royalty list, Maruki would be S tier. Okay. Okay, S tier, perfect. Makoto is like Bae, right? Love Makoto. Got my t-shirt of Makoto. Completely understand that. Completely justified. Makoto is Bae. Makoto is the best, right? There is like that girl could sit on me and I would say thank you. Like that is a full fact there. That girl could run me over with her motorcycle and I wouldn't press charges. That's what I'll say completely. Now Hithumi, I'll say like she was a strong second. I've obviously got a type for girls that will slightly debuff me. I feel like I like her vibe. I love it. I'm sad that Anne is so low. I do really like her. It's that Haru thing. I can't like. I love Haru, but only because of strikers. And even then, I love Haru as like a sister, like a bestie. Like I would get tea and like I go out for like coffee with Haru and like dish the tea. Like full on, I would dish the tea. If we were doing that, we'd put the roads to right. Futaba is an S tier character, B tier waifu in my opinion. I get it. I get the Futaba thing. I understand that. For me, I view her more sisterly, so I can't put her as a waifu any higher than a B. I kind of with you on this. I feel like Rukami is sharing a brain cell. Now, this is where it gets spicy. I like this. I like this. This is where it gets spicy. I'm kind of in agreement at the top, but this is where it gets spicy. See, again, Futaba, I kind of get it. I'm kind of with you on this. Should we make a tier list? Should we just scrap this stream and start making, like, waifu tier lists? Should we just scrap the stream and start making waifu tier lists? I'm only half joking. I'm like half joking about that idea. We can come back to this. We can just have an hour doing tier lists. I don't care. Right, Takamaki, right. Now I get it. I get it. Goth girl looks after medical reasons. I get it. I date a lot of goth girls. Chia was S tier for P4. Again, I think that's controversial. I'm not sure I like that. I get the goth thing. I mainly date goth girls, but like she never did it for me. She wouldn't be as low as Ohai. No, this one I agree. This one is right. This should be a lower tier. I would put her in C. I think she's like a BA character, but a C is where a waifu rank. Takamaki looks good, but I'm not a huge fan of the whole goth thing. And she treats you like a dog, which I don't like. Now, I mean, who would like to be treated like a dog? Now, if someone got Makima in here, I wouldn't be able to restrain myself, chat. Makima wanted to treat me like a dog. Woohoo! Chihaya, I'm not a big fan, personally. I find her character arc a little bit weird. I don't vibe with her. I don't think she's a good fit for a waifu. I'd say, again, a C tier. I'd put both of these C tier, but Tai would be a little bit up. I almost put Chihaya in A tier, but she scammed me at the beginning of her Confidant. I'm a country bumpkin, so I like her character. I'm a country bumpkin, and I did like a character for that. But on a waifu level, I wouldn't want to date her. Wouldn't want to date her. She didn't apply to me in that way. Not a vibe. Now, this is where it gets spicier. Kawakami, this plot line is fucked. I actually love her character arc. I think it's a really cool character arc. I'm not gonna lie, I did consider it. I did consider romance. I did consider the romance here, chat. I did. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. Woman in a maid outfit, hot. I'm a bit of a fan. I think she's hot. She is hot. Is she waifu? No. Is she hot? Yes. Very attractive. Love the maid aesthetic. French kiss. Absolutely perfection. What I don't like is that it's really poorly done, because the whole first palace of the game is effectively, right, about Kamoshida taking advantage of his students and trying to sleep with them. And then it feels like, yes, I understand there's a lot more consent involved between Joker and Kawakami, but it feels insensitive to include that plot line and the Kamoshida plot line at the same time. So for that reason, I'm going to agree that C is right. Now, Anne is not my, like, go-to, but she should be an A. Because my choices were literally Anne, Makoto and Hithumi in my first run. Anna's great, but she reminds me of my best friend. She never felt like a waifu to me. That is perfectly reasonable and completely justified. I completely get you. Who would look better in a maid outfit, Kawakami or Untitled? Kawakami. Untitled's got a weakness for girls in maid outfits. I said what I said. I don't really care for the whole maid thing. I have done some things in maid outfits, my friend. None of which I want to speak about in polite company. There is some things that I've gotten up to, and I'm like, woohoo! Twitch would be banning me if I started talking. Woo! You said Maruki, but do you mean Kasumi? Kasumi or Sumiya? Because yes, Kasumi or Sumiya, if they were added, they would be in the top in S tier too. No, I mean Maruki, but Sumiya is also S tier. Sumiya is S tier. You can't romance Maruki. Well, we can dream. Maruki, like, dude can give me my perfect future. He can give me my perfect life. I wouldn't say no, as long as it's with him. Even though his mask was an unsculpted sheet of copper. I can't remember his mask now. Oh yeah, no, I'd forgotten about this. It's like Victor Von Doom. Victor Von Doom had a freeing, like, enlargement. It's his energy. It's so goofy. It looks like Victor Von Doom, but he had a small ego. Overcompensating for something. I disagree with Yukiko, bottom tier for me. You know the rules. You say that to my girl's face. Say it. I dare you. You say it to her face. Look at that face. How can you put that face in bottom tier? You can't. I was watching YouTube, but I came back because I saw all them tier lists. Just feels like every time you mention Persona, no matter what it is, it's just Robbie just appears going, did someone say Persona? Naoto's too high for me. I think Naoto's a good character, but not a good waifu. Her and Kanji should be together, fact. Like, we should be not getting involved in that. She should just be with Kanji, end of story. We should leave them to crack on their own. So by that admission, she goes very low. Persona should have rival romances. Ooh! In old Harvest Moon games, there used to be a rival marriage where if you didn't romance a girl, she would get married to another guy in the village. I like that. I like that a lot. The mirror romance men in Persona 6, I beg. That is also already on my list. The girls in Persona should be able to cheat if you cheat. That would be savage. As a female, I need men romances in P6. Exactly. We need male romance routes. I completely agree with this. It's because I don't think it is acceptable that we don't have them. I really think that even with the remake of Persona 4, I really hope that they do that. With 4, they have such an easy route to include Yusuke's romance, but I don't know if they do it. Yeah, I don't know if they do it either. I also think if they're gonna... It depends if they want to explore if Kanji's bisexual or not. And they write that story a little bit tidier. Let's use that word. Tidier. I think he's bisexual. I think that's what it is. I think he's bisexual. And the story didn't quite tell itself too well. They can do Kanji, but they'd have to redo the social link for that. Yeah. I want homosexuality in that little village town, so help me God, they can do it. I know they can. They can't be the only gay in the village, though. That's how it works. With Yosuke, I think even the in-game social, it kind of feels like it has a point where a romance route might be there. Maybe they did it, but they chickened out. I feel like if they definitely with Kanji's bisexual route, I feel like they chickened out on that story and really just kind of like froze it and fridged it. She always struck me as being that way inclined too. I mean, there was lots of headcanons that Yukiko and Chie were like lesbian together. And in many ways, I feel like those two are kind of like made for each other. There is a lot of very like homosexual undertones to a lot of the characters' relationships based Persona 4, because obviously Yukiko and Chie feel like they're very much inclined in that very close way together that you wouldn't bat an eyelid if they were. And then it feels like Kanji and Naoto, they explore that kind of like bisexuality element there, and then they're the side characters that aren't in the party express themselves, and it almost feels like that kind of like, is the party supposed to be facing themselves and being aware of who they are and things. And obviously the Yusuke bisexual romance as well, with the you playing you and he's you bisexual, because I feel like it was almost like, is it Yosuke or Rise? And then it explains why Yosuke was so inclined to make those awful jokes at Kanji's expense, because if they were like heavily in the closet, it could make a lot of sense why they would be that defensive. I know a lot of shippers love Chie and Yukiko get together, but I think the game shies away from going that far. Maybe, yeah, I think they kind of, but I wonder if it was like the ideas were there in the base planning stage, but got fridged. Because they didn't really have long to get the game out, and it was like, well, do we really have the time to push the boat? I don't know. There's just a bit with Yosuke in the final couple of ranks where it feels like he's getting very sentimental. There might have been a point where you could confess to him. Yeah, I guess that's very telling, though. And I just wonder if it was like somebody from the upper echelons of management saw the route they were taking and was going, you know, let's tone down the homosexual, you know, the gay shit. And I wonder if that feels like a very thing, like some people trying to be progressive, and Japanese society is not progressive in the slightest. You know, they're very kind of backwards in many ways. So it makes you wonder if someone from upper echelons, you know, push them down. I don't know. Persona 4 can just be every gay in the village finding each other and becoming friends. That's just how it works. So it's like neurodivergence. They all get together and they all just clump together and they all like, what are you in for? ADHD? What about you? Autism? What about you? Order HD? Cool. Should we all be friends? I did somehow end up watching quite a few streamers who have ADHD. It couldn't be this chat. Couldn't be this chat, could it, guys? There's nothing about me that screams ADHD. Nothing here at all. What would you go? So Naoto, I think it should be lower. Yukiko, I'm kind of on board with. Rise should be higher. Rise is best girl. You can argue with me all you want. Rise is my adorable little chibi. I want Rise to be higher. Rise is top tier, S tier. You can argue with me all you want. Rise and you deserve to be together. Best waifu, hands down. Also, Rise is literally needs a cold shower at every Divin takes. Honestly, I swear to God, at what point does Rise... That girl is pent-up frustration, right? That girl needs so much of a cold shower or a vibrator. I swear to God, she is the top tier, and she is literally, like, obsessed with you. That girl would be obsessive. Like, she is literally... Every time she gets caught, she goes, oh my God, we could just snuggle together, but... Like, we could snuggle together and be naked and it'd be all hot and bothered and be so... Like, Rise, chill. Rise is cute, but she's too flirty and clingy. She can be flirty and clingy all she wants. I'm for it. I think it's perfect. Well, remember that we did Kanji's character. He's supposed to be an older, gruff cop. I actually didn't know this. This is new information. I didn't know he was supposed to be an older, gruff cop. But that kind of makes sense because of the way his character was. And it also explains why, for some reason, at the end photo, he looks like he's 48, is holding down a job, got 3 kids and a mortgage to pay for, even though it's, what, 6 months later? Oh my God! Oh my God! Kanji's got a pompadour! What the fuck? That design was confirmed by Yunambi, the P4 project lead. That's insane. It's insane they did that, and then they obviously took a different direction. But it's insane, like, P5 was supposed to be a road trip game. It wasn't supposed to be set in Tokyo. It's supposed to be a road trip game across the world. They actually scrapped that idea after the earthquakes in 2011. But then Metaphor is a road trip kind of game. So I wonder, and that's obviously from the director of P5. So it makes you wonder if he held on to that idea and then used it for Metaphor. I think that's kind of what he did. But no, I'd say Yukiko up there, Naoto should be lower. Marie, I didn't vibe with Marie. I really didn't vibe with Marie. I like them as a character. They'd be like a B. Yeah, Chie, I think, is a B as well. I liked Ai. She really softened later on down the line, so that can go up a little higher. Margaret, again, I don't really consider the attendants to be waifus. I did not vibe with her at all. She was like her story was really sweet, but I don't, like, again, it's a friendship vibe, not a waifu vibe. She is the devil. She hits on you so much. It's kind of implied, though, if you take her route, that they might fuck. Also, never met this one, so I can't really comment to you. Because that's the other route, because you got drama or music. I think she's music. I don't know who that is. So we'll move from that. So where's the other one? There's no P for each waifu tier list, so I did tiers of all white persona waifus. Amazing. So let's start with the S tier. Let's start with S tier. We'll start with what's important. Oh, Yuko needs to go down. Yuko is... I get it. I get the Yuko thing. Like a C for me. Not for me. Makoto's perfect. I guess, again, I feel like there's a canon romance there, but I feel like it should be B. Hifumi, yeah, Hifumi's above Yukiko. Yeah, no, Yukari I give. To be fair, Mitsuru, Mummy Mitsuru, she could get it. She could get it. What is it with me and girls who ride motorbikes? Rise should be S. Sorry. Rise should be S. I would actually put Rise like Makoto be top and then Rise would be next to her. Like it'd be Makoto then Rise. They'd be like joint top together. I couldn't pick a favorite. Cuts off just the top for the B. So we see Chihaya, who should be CD. I'm not sure who this is. This is someone I'm not recognize. I don't recognize them, so I can't comment. I'm assuming they're from Portable, and I've not played that one. To be fair, I and Sei, I'll put them there. Sai Nijima and I, yeah, I'll put them in B. That's fine. Who's this one in the middle here? I do not recognize her, but I wish I did. Anne should be B. No, Anne should be A. Anne should be A. Fuka can stay at C. The teacher can stay that low. I like the social link, but not a waifu. But now goth chick. I'd happily steal her. She can be B. But to be fair, I'm a woman, so my opinion is going to be way different from a man's. That is true. Like, what I'm going to look for is going to be very different. But at the same time, at any point, so more accurate. It's often what they say, isn't it, though? Like, that the personality means more in women's sense. But at the same time, like, I vibe off the personalities. Like, there's some that just they are people that you wouldn't date, or wouldn't class as waifus. But they are people that you would say are really good to, good characters, but they're not waifu material. So there is a bit of a mixed bag on that. I'm not saying it's impossible to gauge, but it's definitely something that you have to consider. We've spent the better part of 40 minutes doing wheel spins and talking about Persona waifus. In fact, we must hail the queen herself. I'm gonna put the shrine back up, chat. All hail queen. Hot. Waifu material, GA. Oh, you've gone for the teachers. You're liking the teachers. All right. To be fair, I'm kind of with you on Kawakami. I'm in for this. I'm 28, the teacher in my age range. I'm not a fan of the teacher MP3, but now Kawakami. I am in for Kawakami. I would it's the maid outfit come? Does the maid outfit come too? No, yes. Girlfriend material. Oh, I like how it's gone from waifu to girlfriend. I'd date Sai, but I don't think we wouldn't vibe. We wouldn't get we'd have a good time together, but then she's all business. She'd send you on a date and it would be like a Google Calendar invite. 7 to 9, we're on date. 9:30, we engage in sexual intercourse. 10 o'clock, you go home. I fully see that if you had sex with Sai, she would fully put it in a diary. It wouldn't be like a spontaneous, in the middle of the day cooking and doing some dishes or something, and you going, oh my god, you look hot today, and bang, Google Calendar. You've got to send me an invite. We've got to go through it. We've got to give the meeting. What's the plan? I think so much shit. I mean, Sai is the girl you have on the side for fun if you are in a relationship. Okay, no, fair play, fair views. Oya is underrated. I honestly might rank Oya higher, but she's a little chaotic with a drink and such. See, that to me, I don't know. I think she also just takes advantage of the pro tag, Joker. Again, I kind of this makes sense to me. I'm kind of there. No, anyway. Naoto, again, not girlfriend, all kanjis. Bro code. We don't get in the way of bros. We don't do that. Bros don't get in the way of that. Hithumi is lifelong partner material. And number one, that girl would know how to get me into checkmate. Again, Makoto, that girl could run me over and I'd say thank you. Haru should be must protect at all costs. Oh, I've just seen the next. Oh, I'm loving this. Yuko would be friends with benefits. I'd hit that. I think I would also be friends with benefits for me. No idea. Futaba must protect at all costs. Yeah, and Marie, 100%. I kind of get this. Marisa should be higher. Oh yeah, should be lower. No thanks. Just friends? No way. All these girls are either friends with benefits to girlfriend and wifey material. Naoto and Kanji don't explicitly get together, so they did in my mind. They do in my mind. You end up dropping Chihiro after swooning over for half the playthrough. I never said I didn't have commitment issues. Man's got commitment issues. Man either overcommits or undercommits. He either moves in with you or he never speaks to you again. There's no in between in this. Oh my god, look how many characters I've got to choose from. Oh my god, where do I start? Right, number one, let's put these in no thanks. We're gonna start somewhere. Who's lifelong partner? Who I just want to bang? Oh, they put Sophie on here as well. Sophie's a computer. She knows my internet service history. I'm not sure how I feel about this. The question is, Yukiko needs to be high. Why don't you go to Shagger and go, to be fair, I'm just gonna put some up. The ones I know I want to put higher up.
Hello.
Hello, sweetie. I'm making a tier list of a bunch of waifus.
What?
Nothing, sweetie. My shrine. My shrine. Wonder where Makoto's gonna go on this list. Lifelong partner material, Makoto. Don't worry, honey. I've got you sorted. You stay there. All hail. Needs to be put. No, not you. I was talking to my waifu. Yukiko's waifu material. I do not think I could. I like a Ryokan. I do not think I could live with that. And I feel like she can get straight stressy. You can't have 2 lifelong partners. Welcome to polyamory, mate. I'm in a throuple now with Makoto and Rise. Makoto and Rise are together. Definitely friends with benefits with I. Hifumi could also. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about Hifumi. Can I not? Maybe I could expand my polyamory circle to have Hifumi in as well. I gotta think about this. Let's just try and get some friends with benefits. I don't know. I really like goth girls. Yukari also deserves waifu material. I could stay in friends with benefits. And definitely is waifu material. Futaba's must protect at all costs. That Ohai is an associate. I don't really want any more out of Ohai than associate. I'm sorry. Noi Mitsuru could get it. Fuka is just my friend. I'm sorry. To be fair, Kawakami. She's the very least a friend with benefit. She's definitely not must protect at all cost. I've dated some teachers. They're stressy. Sorry, she can be waifu. Sai, again, friend with benefit. I don't feel like, I don't know, maybe girlfriend. Maybe girlfriend. Chihiro should be high. Chihiro should be like girlfriend material, I think. I don't really feel like she's like full waifu level. But like, I would 100% like, I'd have a good time with Chihiro. We wouldn't last. She's too quiet. Like, she's too quiet. She wouldn't be able to handle me. But then I feel like I'm too loud for Sai. Like, Sai would treat me like we'd date and then we'd end up just being, it'd just be like a friend with benefit situation. I don't feel like our personalities work well. But the goth kind of like goth girl gamer boyfriend kind of works. I kind of work with that. Like I is too bitchy generally. Like she's kind of nice, but she's too bitchy. She could like you bang, you crack on. You bang, you crack on. Wow, Untitled. Quote of the year. Quote of the year. Can you imagine Untitled in a relationship with Chie? The nonsense talk would never end. Again, Naoto is just a friend. Like Kanji, they're together, bro code. Haru could, we know what, Haru, I'd fuck with that. I feel like we'd be mates. We would genuinely be friends, and it would be, we'd go out and spill tea with each other and be like, so have you heard about so and so? And it'd be like, yeah, I've heard about it. Hey, do you want to go back and watch, like, catch up on some TV? Yeah, we'll watch it. Snuggle, shag, get out of the system, and be like, so what are you doing Friday? Like, just like, I don't feel like we'd date, but I feel like we'd vibe with each other and we'd just occasionally have sex kind of vibe. That's what I'd go with Haru. All right, number 1, Kasumi. Sorry, lifelong partner. I gotta do it. I gotta cause a breakdown and end up with like multiples, which is not gonna be good for me. The list is tearing up. I don't know about Chihaya. Like, you know what? I've dated enough astrology girls. I feel like that is a perfect vibe. See, like, that's as far as I could go with her. I don't feel like it would get any past that. I feel like Sophie from Strikers is a must protect at all cost. She's an AI that's just too innocent. I don't know where I'd put Chie. I feel like I could date Chie. I feel like me and Chie would chat so much shit together. Like, we'd have a good vibe with each other and we'd chat so much shit. We'd have a good time. Like, I feel like me and Chie would have a couple of dates and it, like, wouldn't be awkward. It'd be, like, chill. So here we go. This was so much easier to make with more detailed rankings. I didn't take a screenshot of the bottom tier because I haven't played P2 or Strikers in a long time. So I just put them in the bottom bar. This is the thing. Like, I'm only put Sophie on there because I remember Sophie, but I don't remember the others. So here we go. Let's have a little look. Lifelong partner material. Okay. What did I put mine? We've kind of agreed on Makoto. Again, Yuko, I don't know, lower for me. Waifu material. You went for 4 in waifu. Kasumi. I put Kasumi higher than you. Mitsuru makes sense. Yukiko and Yukari. Where did I put Yukari? Oh, yeah, waifu. Actually, is our waifus rather similar? 1, 2, 3. I put Hifumi down, but I was debating on putting her in lifelong partner. So we've got some similar brain power here. I'm for this. FemC being, I've not played Portable, so I can't comment. Igus being girlfriend tier, that actually I think is right. You've made me consider mine, and I think I guess his girlfriend tier, just because there's canon romance in that, I think. So I kind of with you on this. Risei's too low for me, and Naoto's too high for me. So, yeah, my opinion, that's yours. I'm for it. Must protect at all costs. Yeah, Fuko, I get. Oh no, that's a good point about her because of her family and everything. No, I know what, that makes a lot of sense. I actually understand that. Where is she on mine? I'm literally looking at yours and making my own thoughts. She should be protected at all costs because bless her, she's a hard life. Friends with benefits with Kawakami? Nice, nice. Sai, I put Sai there as well because I do believe, like, I put girlfriend material for Sai. I kind of agree on the friends with benefits for the Velvet Room attendants. Actually, I feel like I could just be friends. I have played some of the Strikers ones, but I can't remember enough about the characters. I had a great time with Strikers, but Yuko, again, I don't know. For me, it'd be a friends with benefits situation. I don't feel like we'd vibe enough to date. Or waifu. My opinion, I think that's everyone for me, right? So everyone's on the board. Oh, except Marie. Marie's a must protect at all times. I don't really think I could date her. I feel like Fuka needs to be a must protect at all costs. Must protect at all costs, again, feels rather accurate. I feel like I definitely could date all of these, but do any of them deserve to be higher? I don't think so. I think we're good here. No, I actually, they may be not quite in the right order in the waifu and but I feel like it starts to get blurry here. But no, I'm happy with this, actually, chap. I feel like I get 3 lifelong partners in my nice little polyamory circle. But I do think I could probably date any of these above girlfriend tier. But I definitely think waifu is like a new level. And losing the will to live. I can fix you. No, I can't. I'm foul. Why are the animals here? Let's just address this bit first. Why are the animals here? Well, Teddy's kind of human, but still weird. That is, I don't know. Teddy's kind of human. I mean, Teddy does get a human body. That is true. And then he's got a fursuit. So, you know what? Remember, there are furries out there. Let's just remember, there are furries out there. They're allowed to have choices too. Jay is the one most likely to allow the polyamorous relationship. Exactly. I don't feel that she would. I feel she's too insecure for that. Yeah, if there's someone's actually going to be like polyamorous, like obviously we're saying it's like a bit of a joke and whatever, but like you have to be extremely secure in a relationship at that point. And yourself. Don't say you don't want to fuck Morgana. No, I really don't. We are married, no doubt about it. I like how Yusuke is up here, and love it. Yusuke and Akechi, a murderer, a murderer. To be fair, you may not know he is a murderer at the time you date him. He is very charming. He is very charming. Joker, fair, Makoto, absolutely Yukari. Completely get it. Yusuke, voiced by Matt Mercer, the god himself. That man could say anything and I'd open my legs. Unholy Screeching, my shillelagh. Oh, do you remember when this was... Does anyone else remember when this was a Dark Souls stream? Does anyone remember about 2 hours ago when this was a Dark Souls stream? We used to stream Dark Souls. I did. But then I also took an arrow to the knee. Dark Souls? What's that? Persona is more important. Persona waifus are more important. What do we want? Persona waifus. When do we want them? Now. What do we want? Persona waifus. When do we want them? Now. What do we want? Persona waifus. When do we want them? Now. Because Souls was replaced with endless Persona chat. Look, you get a bunch of neurodivergents to start talking about their special interests together. What are we gonna do? Talk about our special interests together. I've literally blocked out other things. My own thing. I have so many figures of Persona 5. I love them all. I almost bought for a mate of mine when he was playing Persona 3. He was obsessed with Elizabeth. And I almost bought him a cardboard cutout of Elizabeth from Persona 3 as a gift. And I was going to walk in. And I was going to just be like, right, he's streaming. We're going to just make this secret. Like, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to walk in, walk out. No one's going to know. No one's going to know I'm doing this. I'm going to walk in, walk out. Done, right? 100%. And in fact, he quit streaming. I gave my guy friend a Makoto hentai body pillow as a joke, and he still has. You know what? I respect that on such a deep level. I've never owned a body pillow, right? I've never owned a body pillow. I've never owned anything like that. I never have. But we have joked on stream on multiple occasions about getting a Makoto body pillow. We have joked about it on many times, and at some point, I'm working out if I can get it tax deductible. I'm working out with the likelihood of me having to explain to my accountant why I bought a body pillow and why it should be tax deductible. And I'm not sure that's going to go down well with my accountant, but you know what? It's a vibe. Entitled added the body pillows to phone after the stream ends. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Where was I? Unholy screeching by Shillelagh before I got distracted. Why? Okay. Like some gruff and old. That is an example of a man that I would call daddy, though. To be fair, I would definitely call that man daddy, and I wouldn't even complain about it. Yeah, again, like I feel like a lot of us, like the Yukiko Rise, Yuko, like say Marie, Mitsuru, like there's kind of like standards that are in the top echelon, so almost everyone. Joker lower, you higher? Nah, I think that's good. I think Joker has more personality and aura to him than you does. I'd protect you with my life. Femc, Futaba. Yep, no fair Futaba, Haru. I completely get that. Oh, God. Mishima, he does, honestly, that guy gets dealt a shit hand. Like, it feels like he's not got any real friends. I hate Mishima. I feel like he is very easily manipulated, and he is very, very, very easily like led. And I feel like he has no real friends, and he just wants to feel welcomed and accepted. Kanji again, protected the life. Oh yeah. No. That girl, she needs to be looked after. That girl is a sweet innocent cinnamon roll that the world should never have fucked over. We would be friends. To be fair, like Chihiro being so into like astrology and fortune telling, Untitled's dated girls who literally tell tarot cards. Like, maybe that's why. Maybe I am like genuinely traumatized from dating a girl with like tarot cards and shit, that I'm like, nah, it can't be higher than this. Kawakami, okay. I get the friendship wise. I get it. Hard pass. Really? A hard pass on Chidori and I? And that's how it went. There were certainly opinions there. I stand by my Makoto is best girl. But if you enjoyed what you saw, why don't you check out my stream at twitch.tv/the_untitledgamer, link down below. And remember to comment, like, subscribe. Let us know if you agreed with my opinions or whether you thought some of chats were much more correct.